Hi, I'm Chantel Vincent, Senior Wellness Instructor, and you are supposed to be visiting my Sophomore Wellness Foundations of Health Behaviors class today. I'm sorry that I'm not there. Believe me, I really, really, really love Parents Weekend. I definitely don't run from it. I just try to get all up in there, and try to meet each and every one of you. Getting to see you with your young people is really, really a treat. This year, I have a cadet who's a new cadet, freshman, and so I'm getting to miss out on all the wonderful things that is Parents Weekend. But I wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to reach out, introduce myself to you, and tell you a little bit about our class. My program, the golf program, is competing in the state championships this weekend in Carmel, Indiana, and it is a huge pleasure and honor for our program to have made it to that high level. And the students are fabulous. Like, I love this age. Well, I guess I can say that when they're not my own kids, because then I just get to give them back to you at the end of the term. But sophomores, 15, 16, 14 years old, lots of things going on, lots of new discoveries, debunking a lot of things that they think they know to be true, and just having a really opportunity to have a growth mindset. In this unit of study and the Foundation of Health Behaviors, we started with global health. We've just moved into mental and emotional health. We will take a look at fitness, nutrition, and heart health. We will look at chemical substances and decision making, and then ultimately kind of move into human relationships and just how all those things synergetically really just go together. When one aspect of those units or study are not in balance, we definitely see a ripple effect. So the class thus far in the last 6 weeks or so has engaged in the global health unit. And with that, we just experience, like, what does it mean to be a leader in global health? What are my responsibilities as a global citizen? And they embarked on some really, really challenging projects that the way that they attacked it came up with innovative ideas to help combat some global health issues that they researched. Took the opportunity to create posters for days of awareness for different plights in global health. We've just moved into the mental health unit, which I'm telling you, I believe very, 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 very firmly that this is what we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about it as adults. We need to be talking to our young people, and just making sure that we normalize talking about mental health the same way we would talk about physical health. And so I'm really, really proud of the vulnerability that I've seen come out of our young people. I'm proud of them for doing the work that it takes to create a safe space for one another. And the conversations have led to some deeper understandings for one another, and about things that we need to maybe be managing for ourselves. The difference between what's a mental health disorder versus a mental health challenge, and even a mental health crisis. And we all have challenges, and we've acknowledged that and have taken a look at ways that we can cope. My goal for this unit is to then take a look at what's in our toolbox. What are the things that we can go to? What are the resources that we have on this campus to be able to make sure that our young people are taken care of? And ultimately, they're going to be the first one to respond to any situation. And so next week, we get to dive into mental health first aid. So what does it look like to take care of one another? And so I'm literally looking forward to an opportunity to get together with any of you at any point on campus when you're here. If you would really love an opportunity to meet one-on-one, we can do a Zoom, we can have a phone call, or correspond via email. But when I say that the highlight of my day, the reason why I can come to class and give them the energy that they deserve, is because it is definitely reciprocated, and they come to class ready to grind, ready to learn, and ready to grow. I hope that you guys have all had a great time on campus, and I'll be around on Saturday night and Sunday, and so I hope to run into you. Reach out if you need anything.
A highlight for our class so far is when we presented our organizations. It was amazing to see how everyone got different ideas through research, and it was just so inspiring.
My favorite highlight of the class is the energy that Miss V brings into the room because it makes it easier to learn and actually makes me excited for the class.
So my favorite project that I have done in Ms. V's class this year was the Foundations Project. I was able to develop and create a foundation to help third world countries in South America with deforestation. I found it very cool because I was able to become a billionaire for a week, and I was able to help others and educate them on the importance of deforestation and global health. I found it very interesting, one, because I was able to research a lot of stats and facts I didn't know before this project, and I felt like it was very good for me to learn and for me to educate others, because I don't think deforestation is talked about enough, and I think that is a really good project for me to learn about.
A highlight from this class was definitely making our posters on a specific day, and also all the banter Coach V does during class time.
A highlight for me has been achieving an Eagle Prize achievement. For me, this is because I really figured out I'm capable of doing work and capable of being a role model for others, and really pushing beyond myself. This has proved to me that I'm in a good classroom and I have the support I need and that my teachers.
A highlight of the health class was making our Day of Observance posters. I made mine on International Women's Day, and it was very fun to see how everything came into play, and it was very relaxing coloring.
My highlight for this class was when we made our philanthropic organizations. I got to learn a lot about gang violence in South America, which is a really big problem, and it was really interesting to learn about something that's such a big problem down there and something that you don't really think about a lot.
Probably making the Day of Observance poster, because I really like the drawing process, the creativity, and then it was also really interesting to see other people present.
So a highlight I've learned in the health class is watching the movie Contagion. It teaches me how important it is to keep yourself clean and don't touch any random things around. Anything might cause you to get a disease.
So a highlight of my class is I like coming in every day and my mood being completely lifted by my peers and Miss V.
The highlight of this class was to learn about others' perspectives and my classmates, because they all have different perspectives because they're from different places. I'm from Korea and some students are from China and some are from America, and they all had different perspectives, and it was very really good experience to know with each other and how they think about mental health or other global health and those kind of topics.
Some highlights of this class is on Fridays, every morning, Coach V rides in with her golf cart and plays some good music, and it gets me really excited for class. And then something else is when we made music and sang along to, what was it, the
Bruno Mars
song? Yeah. But that was really fun, goofing off in class and having fun.
So I think the highlight of the class so far has been actually just 2 days ago. I was in Miss V's health class for like over 2 hours because we got put on weather hold, and then at the start of the class we got to play with, music and think about how music can affect someone's mental health and incorporate that into fixing different mental health problems they have, recovery, and then also affecting, like, if they have dementia, that can actually help people recover from certain mental health issues. And then so I actually play piano classically, so I actually really liked doing the music section of that in the beginning. And I also got to sit with, this is one of my favorite classes because all my close friends like Ryan and Cole are in it. So I got to talk to them for a while and get closer with them and get to know actually more things about Cole and what he wants to do when he gets older at the school.
Mental health is important to me because it's the way that I'm going to become a complete person. So mental health is the ability that you can manage yourself, your own emotions, and it's going to provide you with a positive mindset. And those are the most important things to me, because with a positive mindset, you're able to achieve whatever amazing things you can do, and not be beaten up by the challenges, and you can always overcome them. So it's the most important things that you probably will want in your life.
So mental health is important because it encourages people to interact with each other, and it encourages communication, where if you talk to other people, you would have probably a better mental health status that you can learn more, and when you talk to people, you learn about them, they also learn about you.
I think mental health is important because it's how our brain copes with emotions and how we can deal with stress, anxiety, and it can also change our mood, affect who we are around with, and affect just overall like how we behave. I improved my mental health by exercising and surrounding myself with people that make me happy on this campus. And
mental health is important because everyone goes through it, whether it's positively or negatively. In my case, I like to box breathe before important events such as tests or sports events, and that helps me calm down.
I believe that mental health is important because without good mental health, one is not able to tackle daily challenges within life. To improve my mental health, I love to exercise. It just kind of resets my body and resets my mind to continue the day.
Mental health is important because it creates the way you interact with others, and it can affect the way you feel. In my toolbox, I like to journal, sleep, or like just talk to my friends or family about what I'm going through.
I think mental health is important because it really changes our motivation to do things and how much we feel invested in things, and it can really change how we feel about the world and about ourselves. And something that really helps me when my mental health isn't doing really good is surrounding myself with friends and people I know who care about me.
I think mental health is important because if someone's mental health is really bad, there can be serious implications if they have a mental health crisis, and these implications can be potentially fatal if it gets bad enough. I think one tool that I use for my mental health is communal living. I like talking to people. It makes my day better, and so whenever I'm like down in the dumps, I know I can always talk to someone because I'm surrounded by, I live with like 120 people in my building. I have a sport team, I have all my classes. There's never really a time in my day where I'm alone that's really helpful.
I think mental health is extremely important because it accompanies and it can affect your physical health as well. If you're feeling extremely stressed out, you can start getting different heart problems, you can focus, and your work as a result will suffer greatly. Personally, what I used to deal with like different mental health issues that I would have is I compartmentalize, so I tend to like take certain things and like separate them from other parts of my life. So like if I had a terrible football game, I wouldn't let that affect like the test that I had tomorrow. I just focus on the test being a separate thing.
Okay, so I think mental health is important because mental health can be the deciding factor of how you perform in your daily life, from how you talk to people and how you socialize, from how you focus and how you do your work. And sometimes if somebody's mental health is just like lacking, it'd be best to just come up and talk to them, try and get to know them, and try to help them with their mental health issue. If it's a disorder, try and help them find a way to combat that disorder. If it's a challenge, try and help them overcome that challenge. For me, ways I overcome mental health challenges is usually with my religion. I'm Catholic, so for me, it'll be going to God and asking Him to help me. And when I do feel better, I thank Him. And yeah, also sleep. Sleep is very important. If your sleep is terrible, then your mental health will also be terrible. Your mental health also is based off on how much you sleep and how much rest you get. So always make sure to rest your body.
Thank you.
in global health is really important. I think that we need to sustain our environment so that we have a planet that we want to live on. I think it's really important for us as a society and as a human race to preserve and take care of the planet that we have. I mean, we only have one, so you can't duplicate another Earth. I think it's important to educate others on the importance of global health and how we're able to solve, and we need to communicate with others, other countries, other states, that global health isn't talked about enough, and that we need to do better as a society.
My role as a future leader, in the future, I really want to be involved in the medical field, specifically being really hands-on with physical help and helping in any way that I can with patients in hospitals. If they have physical health problems but also need mental health, I can refer them to people in the future that are capable of handling mental health more than I am.
Being positive to those around you and practicing good habits like good nutrition and hygiene, and helping those in need. For my organization, I was going to help by starting programs in South America to keep the kids off the streets, like programs for athletics and education.
My role as a future global health leader is to learn from my mistakes to help others and to also create a safe space for my peers.
Being a leader in global health is leading by example and just modeling the way. I like to think of it as, if everyone was doing the exact same thing as me, would the world be a better or worse place? And so I just try to make it so that it would be better.
Being a leader in this classroom has also shown me that I can continue to help others, and I can really strive to work for and push people past their boundaries and really keep them continuing to push for a better life and a better global perspective.
In global health, I'm a leader by showing an example of what people should be doing, and also being generous to people in need and helping others. The thing I actually do with my family is go on mission trips to Nicaragua and help people in need, especially the people who don't have homes. We build homes, and we also help kids in need who don't have families. We send them to orphanages, and we help send money to those orphanages to, give them the things they need, give the kids the proper education, and yeah, that's how me and my family help.